Welcome to NBA 5-on-5 live season leaders daily announcements. Here we have the leaders announcement after the 22nd day on which we had 3 games played. So you would not think there was a big change, but as we are in the beginning of the season, we still had some changes. So let's start from our MVP race leader, and that would be at the first place Nikola Jokić with 42.83 points. Stephen Curry at the second place from Golden State Warriors with 39.63. Then we have Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee with 39.16. Then we have Kevin Durant with 37.83 from Brooklyn. And then at the fifth place, we have Chris Paul from Phoenix Suns, 37.16. Now let's move to official NBA category leaders. First, let's take a look at efficiency. Nikola Jokić is first here as well with 36.3 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo second with 32.18 points. Kevin Durant from Brooklyn with 31.91. Stephen Curry from Golden State Warriors with 28.30. And fifth, Jimmy Butler from Miami with 28.10. Now let's look at the category player impact estimate with a 12 minimum average per game. And here we have also Nikola Jokić at the first place with 26. Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee Bucks with 21.40. Then we have Kevin Durant from Brooklyn with 21.3. Jimmy Butler from Miami with 19.2. And Rudy Gobert from Utah Jazz with 19. Now, let's move on to the next category, which is player efficiency rating, PER, also with a minimum of 12 minutes played per game. First place as well, Nikola Jokić with 35 points. Then Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee, 31.5. Jimmy Butler from Miami, 29.2. Kevin Durant from Brooklyn, 29.1. Stephen Curry from Golden State Warriors, 26.8. Now, let's look at the box plus minus for the players that averaged 12 or more minutes per game. Here we have also again Nikola Jokić at place number 1 with 14.3 box plus minus points. Giannis at second place from Milwaukee with 11.1. Jimmy Butler at third with 9.7. Kevin Durant at fourth with 8.3. And Stephen Curry at fifth for Golden State Warriors with 7.8. Now let's take a look at NBA fantasy points. Here we have Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee with 55.7. At the second place we have Nikola Jokić from Denver Nuggets with 54.5. At the third place we have Anthony Davis from Lakers with 49.4. Then we have at fourth 2 players with the same score, 49.2, which are Stephen Curry and Paul George. Now let's take a look at the WARP, value over replacement player. Here Nikola Jokić is leading the segment as well with 1.3. Giannis Antetokounmpo at second with 1.1. Jimmy Butler at third with 1, as the Kevin Durant has also 1. And at the fifth we have Stephen Curry with 0.8. Now let's take a look at the net rating for players averaging 12 or more minutes per game. Here we have at number 1 Nemanja Bjelica with 32.4. Then at the second place Derrick Jones Jr. from Chicago with 26. Hassan Whiteside from Utah with 22.6. Andre Iguodala from Golden State Warriors 22.1. And Nerlens Noel from New York with 21.2. Now let's take a look at the usage rate. Also for players that play 12 or more minutes. At the first place, we have Donovan Mitchell with 36% usage rate. Luka Doncic from Dallas, 35.7. Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee, 34.7. Paul George from Clippers, 34.1. And Bradley Beal from Washington, 33.8% usage rate. Now let's take a look at the win shares total. Nikola Jokić and Jimmy Butler are here tied at the first place with 2.4. Kevin Durant is at third with 2.0. And then at fourth place, we have three players, Stephen Curry, Harrison Barnes, and Rudy Gobert with 1.9. Now let's take a look at the best scorers, scorers in the league per game. That is Kevin Durant as leader with 29.5 points per game. After him, Stephen Curry with 27.6. Giannis Antetokounmpo from Milwaukee with 27.3 at third place. Paul George at fourth from Clippers with 27 points per game. And DeMar DeRozan from Chicago with 26.9. Now let's take a look at the rebounds leaders per game. Still Rudy Gobert with 16.1 rebounds per game. Jonas Valanciunas with 13.9 at the second place from New Orleans Pelicans. At the third place, we have Nikola Jokić from Denver with 13.6. Then at fourth, we have Yusuf Nurkic with 11.9. And at the fifth, we have two players sharing the place with 11.8 rebounds per game, which are Bam Adebayo from Miami and Christian Wood from Houston. Now let's take a look at assists per game. So, averaging most assists per game at number one is Chris Paul with 11.3. Trae Young at second place with 9.5. Russell Westbrook at third place with 8.5. James Harden at third place with 8.5 as well, as does the Damian Lillard from Portland have 8.5. Now let's take a look at most blocks per game. Here we have at number one Brook Lopez with 3 blocks per game. Second place Miles Turner from Indiana with 2.9. Then we have Al Horford from Boston with 2.6. Anthony Davis from Lakers with 2.4. And Mo Bamba from Orlando with 2.3. Now let's take a look who's averaging the most steals per game. And at the first place we have two players, Paul George from Clippers and Gary Trent Jr. from Toronto, both with 2.7 steals per game. At the third place, we have 4 players averaging 2.3 steals per game, which are Matthias Thybulle from Philadelphia, LeBron James from Lakers, Chris Paul from Phoenix, and Alex Caruso from Chicago. Now, let's take a look at our own category, which is true shooting efficiency percentage, a percentage that gives us a percentage of value of shooting for players that average minimum 16 points per game and more. So at the first place we have Montrezl Harrell with 67.05 true shooting percentage. At second place we have Nikola Jokić with 61.2. At third place we have Jimmy Butler with 58.56. At the fourth place, we have Seth Curry from Philadelphia with 58.33. And at the fifth place, we have Kevin Durant from Brooklyn with 58.19. Now let's take an NBA official field goal percentages. We took a look at the players who average more 8.3 points and more. This would be a league average in the moment. So we have Robert Williams third with 72.2% field goal shooting, Rudy Gobert with 72% field goal shooting, Daniel Gafford from Washington with 71.4%, Jarrett Allen from Cleveland 68.7%, and Richaun Holmes from Sacramento 65.7%. Now let's take a look at 3 points, who made the total 3 points made until now. We have here, of course, at the first place, Stephen Curry from Golden State Warriors with 52, but not far from him is Buddy Hield from Sacramento with 48 threes made. Then we have Carmelo Anthony from Lakers with 39, Grayson Allen from Milwaukee Bucks 39 as well, and CJ McCollum from Portland 39. Now let's take a look at the 3-point shooting percentage, 4 players that average more than league average, which is 9 3 points. So Nemanja Bjelica is here at first place with the shared with the Jonas Valanciunas of 57.9% 3-point shooting. Eric Gordon from Houston is at the third place with 52.9. Carmelo Anthony fourth with 52. Then we have 2 players at fifth place with 50% shooting, or 3 players, pardon me, 3 players which share the fifth place with 50% shooting, which are RJ Hampton from Orlando, Tyus Jones from Memphis, and DJ Agustin from Houston. And the last column would be take a look at who made the most triple doubles until now, and additionally, we are showing the double figures for the triple double makers. So we have here at the first place Russell Westbrook from Lakers with 2 triple doubles and 5 double doubles. Total James Harden from Brooklyn with 2 triple doubles and 4 double doubles. Nikola Jokić from Denver with 1 triple double and 8 double doubles. Kevin Durant from Brooklyn, 1 triple double, 6 double doubles. And Stephen Curry from Golden State Warriors, 1 triple double and 4 double doubles. So, what we are doing here is we are trying to bring the narrative of the MVP purely on performance and excellence in a game, and not on other factors that are influencing the journalism today, which are the haircut, which are the TikToks and media attractiveness and social media interaction and so on. So let's not forget, we are here because of this wonderful game, which is played 5 on 5, and it asks for true intelligence, and it can be so beautiful without dirty plays, without cheating, and on a good officiating. So in this manner, we wish you a great game day, and let's play a fair game. Until the next time, please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow with the 23rd Game Day Leaders Season Stat Leaders.